Morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Tuesday, the 6th day of August 2024. Hope you're all safe and healthy today. I hope your family is safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who every day are saving lives. Those also that pick up garbage, keep our places clean and disease free, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are victims of child molestation and pedophilia, people that are victims of prostitution and child prostitution, human trafficking, sex slavery, pornography, child pornography. Double curses on the perpetrators of these things, double curses on those who profit from these things, and double curses on the perverts that create the demands for these things. Finally, double blessings on the homeless, nearly 600,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, veterans, homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. You know, yesterday, we were discussing yesterday Jericho Sims. And I did notice, and somebody said, wow, he was plus 15 in the playoffs. And yeah, and so I hadn't looked real close at that. And now that we have all this time, I decided to look close at his combinations. And I found something very interesting. When you look in basketball reference, there is a tab for lineups. And what the lineups tell you is the 5, 4, 3, and 2-man combinations that particular player is most effective with and how many minutes they were most effective with them. So with the 5-man combinations, with the 4-man combinations, with the 3-man combinations, and with the 2-man combinations, Sims was most effective when paired with Precious Achiuwa. And it wasn't no small sample sizes. And I understand looking back now why it made sense, because as you know, last year was an injury-riddled year for the Knicks. And so you ended up playing Achiuwa a lot more. And then Sims got more burn than he would normally get. And so when you get situations like that, sometimes you can find positives that you can use going forward. Now, I'm not sure how the Knicks would use this because Tom Thibodeau is a very strict 9-man rotation guy. But with that in mind, the rotation is guys that play 10 minutes or more. He always has a guy that's his 10th guy that plays about 8 minutes. He does that. And so the 8-minute guy doesn't always get time, and he's not really part of the rotation. But he does get in the game, sometimes a minute, sometimes 12 minutes, sometimes, depending on the situation, but they're not a regular rotation guy. They're usually just outside the rotation. In this case, that would be Sims and Cameron Payne. But, for example, the 5-man rotation, right? So, Achiuwa, Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart played with Sims for 63 minutes. Plus 21. Achiuwa, Bogdanovich, Burks, McBride, and Sims play for 20 minutes, plus 16. Achiuwa, DiVincenzo, Hart, McBride, Sims play 40 minutes together, plus 15. Then there was the best 5-man combination did not have Achiuwa in it, but it was Sims, Randall, DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Anunoby. They played 34 minutes together. Not a long time, but plus 27. Very interesting when you get into the 3 and 4-man combinations, though. So Sims with DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Achiuwa, 83 minutes together, plus 27. Sims with McBride, DiVincenzo, Achiuwa, 61 minutes together, plus 20. Sims with Hart, DiVincenzo, and Achiuwa, 103 minutes together, plus 18. Sims with Hart, Brunson, and Achiuwa, 93 minutes together, plus 13. It's like, and then again, let's go to the 3-man combination. This is very interesting. Because, for example, I look at the two-man combinations, right? Of course, for Sims, the best combination was Achiuwa. They played 244, almost 245 minutes together, plus 11, right? But if you look at, say, Sims and McBride in the two-man combination, they played 292 minutes together. They was -4. But if you add Achiuwa to Sims and McBride, you put McBride, Sims, and Achiuwa, they're +3. They played together 125 minutes, they +3. So just adding Achiuwa changed that combination. Yeah, it was very interesting. On the three-man, Achiuwa and Sims with DiVincenzo, +25, 136, almost 137 minutes together. Achiuwa, Brunson, and Sims, 130 minutes together. That's Brunson with Achiuwa and Sims, +17. Sims with Hart and Achiuwa, 140 minutes, +6. Sims with DiVincenzo and Brunson, +4. And then again, I said McBride and DiVincenzo with Sims, +3. McBride and Achiuwa with Sims, +3. It's crazy. But Achiuwa, statistically anyway, seems to bring out the best in Sims. And in that combination, there really is no strict 5. Both of those guys guard 5s and 4s. So you can kind of switch them up. And so you have, and they both very mobile. I mean, Sims has got good feet. And of course, we know Achiuwa's got great feet defensively. So they really, apparently by the statistics, they play very well together. Now, I don't know. I mean, there's been many people, not me, but there's been many people coming on my channel pining for Thibs to go with a 10-man rotation. And I know Thibs is not going to do that because that's just not how he operates. But if there was going to be an exception, I could see this being that exception because of how well these two guys play together. And the thing is that both of them, Sims has not really been tested in terms of, he's had minor injuries, minor injuries, shoulder, thumb, not really season-ending injuries. So I don't know how reliable he is in terms of injury-free being available. He's been in my view, he's been very available for the Knicks in his 3-year career with the Knicks. And Achiuwa has shown himself to be, very solid. Iron Man type dude, can play heavy minutes and not get hurt a lot. So what I'm saying is, we know Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby are injury prone, right? So if you're going to have a combination come in, I don't know. We have to see. See, the thing is about Randall and Brunson is they're used to playing at least 30-something minutes a game. And when guys are doing that, they need time to get in the flow. Sometimes these guys, as you know, they start quick. Sometimes they get better as the game goes on. But they are used to having time, not having their time cut. They know they're going to get certain minutes. So if they're not on right away, if they're not in the flow right away, they got time to get in the flow. Now, that is good, but it plays against, playing bench players consistent minutes because these guys might decide, we need time, and Thibs will give it to them, especially those two. Thibs will give them as much time as they want. So that being the case, but at the same time, to be the strongest team and to get the most out of the talent you have, it could behoove those two guys. And I'm not saying drastic cuts in their minutes at all. I'm talking about 32 minutes a game instead of 36 minutes a game. That's what I'm saying. Something like that. And that would give you a chance to get them not only longevity, but get the most out of your team. So again, I'm not saying that Thibs is going to play a 10-man rotation, but I am saying it's quite obvious from these statistics. Statistics don't lie, okay? They are what they are. Okay, they can be misleading, I guarantee you that, for sure. They can be misleading. But plus minuses with 5, 4, 3, and 2-man combinations being positive with the same guy, oh, I don't know. So with Achiuwa, Sims, in all of these combinations, Achiuwa and Sims show up together. There's some exceptions. Like I said, the Anunoby, Brunson, DiVincenzo, Randall, and Sims was plus 27, only 4 minutes. But with 63 minutes, you put Achiuwa in there for Anunoby, and that's what happened when Anunoby got hurt and Randall got hurt. You had Achiuwa, Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart, and Sims, 63 minutes plus 21. Okay, that's 5-man. Then you go to the 4-man. Achiuwa, Brunson, DiVincenzo, Sims, 83 minutes plus 27. You have Achiuwa, DiVincenzo, Hart, and Sims, 103 minutes plus 18. See, you start looking at that too much. That ain't no daggone coincidence. Okay. Then you get 3-man combinations. DiVincenzo, Achiuwa with Sims, 25. They play 136 minutes together plus 25. Brunson, Achiuwa with Sims, 130 minutes plus 17. I don't know what Thibs is going to do. I don't know. And I don't want to guess, and I don't want to try to be the coach that some of y'all try to be. But I'm going to say, this is too good to ignore. It's like when McBride first came in the league, if y'all recall, even no matter how big or little minutes he got, when he was on the floor, they were always positive and big positive when he was on the floor, even if he wasn't scoring a lot. His effect on the unit was always positive. Same with Emmanuel Quickley. Emmanuel Quickley was mostly positive, and that was one of the reasons you wanted to keep him on the floor, because while he's on the floor, no matter who he's with, they was positive. Okay, and so as we know now, McBride got his big shot this past season, took full advantage of it. As a matter of fact, when they went and traded for Alec Burks, everybody was penciling Burks in the rotation. It makes sense because of his history with Thibs. But as all of us saw, McBride was so good, Burks couldn't play. Until another guy got hurt, Burks couldn't play. He wasn't playing in front of McBride. McBride was so good when he got his opportunity. And so what I'm saying is, we could have a similar situation here where these guys have been showing themselves as a positive combination. It could be, as bench pieces, you play them together. Even if it is 8 minutes to play Sims and Achiuwa together, that's good. Because, listen, even if Juju played 35 minutes a game, right? That's still 13 minutes he's sitting, right? So and you and I know, Mitch Rob ain't paying no 30 minutes a game. He ain't. 25, 30 minutes at the most. He ain't playing no 35 minutes, I guess what I'm saying. He ain't playing no 35 minutes a game. That is not going to happen. I could guarantee you that. That's not going to happen. Okay? So if you're going to play Mitch Rob, say 28 minutes, that leaves you 20 minutes to do something else. We'll see how this works out. But so far, when I'm looking at this combination, and that's what I'm saying, when I saw the plus 15 in the playoff, somebody said, well, what did he do? And I said, you know what? Let me look at that. The combination with him and Achiuwa, apparently it's a really good combination. So we're going to see what Thibs does with this. This is the thing about Thibodeau that I respect, and a lot ain't caught the memo yet. He wants to win. And he wants to win, and he uses his 20 years of NBA coaching experience, more than 20 years, 30 years, and probably at least 10 years of a head coach. He uses that and uses what he has learned from coaching and watching other teams to try to win, which is when he comes up with what he does, rim protection, defense, rebound, it's from watching teams win. And he wants to win. And of course, he experienced the championship as the defensive coordinator for Boston Celtics. So he wants to win, number one. So if he sees something that he feels will get him more W's, he'll do it. Okay? But there's some things that he, in his mind, has proven. For example, to him, it's more important that a 7-footer be a rim protector than a stretch 5. Because why? In his view, The rim protection wins more. Whether it's true or not, you could question that, and all y'all do. But that's how he thinks. That's a fact. So my point in saying that is, if he feels that the combination of Achiuwa and Sims on the floor together will help him win more basketball games, he'll do it. And I don't know what he's going to do, but there's no doubt this combination of these two young men is a winning combination. We'll see. Y'all enjoy your Tuesday. Shalom.